Hey Aquanuts. Earlier today, I was having a conversation with a guy who apparently doesn't believe that there is a labor shortage in the US. He was saying that it's all manufactured and there was a bunch of corporate welfare. I'm not going to argue that point. But there is definitely a labor shortage in the US, specifically among service professionals and the service industry. I know in the swimming pool and spa industry, we are having a difficult time finding people who want to work. So I've come up with a couple of tips and I'd like to share them with you now. Number one, there are organizations out there that are dedicated to helping people who have fallen on hard times get back on their feet. One of the places that I hired many people from is a drug rehabilitation place. Now, I know what you're saying right now. This is something that might be scary because there is a chance that something bad could happen, and absolutely there is. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how we hired a guy and he fell off the wagon. He damaged one of our pools, but you know what? That kind of stuff happens even if you didn't hire them from a drug rehab place. All in all, the amount of attrition that I had from the drug rehab place, getting workers there, was about the same as if I were to hire them right off the street. The difference is that if you hire someone who has fallen on hard times and they're really wanting to get back into the world and get back working, they're some of the hardest workers out there. And if you can take the time to do a little bit of hand holding, they will wind up being some very good employees for you. The company that I sold earlier this year still has a guy working there, and I think it's been about 3 years. So roll the dice and give some of these guys a chance. Number two, and I think this goes without saying, but pay well, pay people what they're worth. Now, I'll be honest, pay really hasn't seemed to be motivating people in the past year or so. There are a lot of things out there that people can do to make money. I was at a Five Guys earlier and they were advertising a ridiculously high dollar amount to work at Five Guys. I'm not saying that they're not worth it. I'm just saying that the job just didn't seem to match the pay. So pay people what they are worth, pay people what the job is worth, and make sure that you give them bonuses. I am a big fan of a commission-based salary. They do good work, they get paid for it. Number three, advertise in all of the normal places that you would, but I like to ask friends and family if they know anybody. I like to put out on my personal Facebook page to say, hey, is anyone looking for a job? Is anyone looking to do something to make some cash? I found a lot of good people that way. I've also found them through the normal means, but just as a extra, ask people if they know anybody. And why don't you give them a bonus if those people come to work for your company and stay 6 months, and give them another bonus if that person stays for a year. Number four, do good screening. The screening and interview process is critical. I made some mistakes early on just doing a very bad job at interviewing people. A lot of things that I can see in retrospect now, things that the employees said or the potential candidates said during the interviews that should have been red flags to me, they simply weren't. So you're going to need to get good at screening people for your job. And the better that you are at that, the better that your company culture is going to be. And if you make a mistake and hire a bad apple, get rid of that person quickly. A bad apple will quickly ruin the company culture and upset things. So that was 4 quick tips that I had for hiring people for your swimming pool and spa business, or actually any service-based business. I'm also going to leave in the description a few books that might be able to help hone your ability to both find people and hire the right people once you've found them. If you're looking for some one-on-one coaching, feel free to reach out to me. The Aquanut Academy course should be live on aquanutacademy.com very soon. And as always, if you like this content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Peace.